The partial solar eclipse on October 25th brings with it an inner rebirth. And it is also coupled with the new moon as well that day. So it's a truly powerful day, October 25th, with the partial solar eclipse and the new moon. And in this video today, I want to share with you the key things that you should know about this partial solar eclipse, as well as a powerful eclipse activation as well, to really help you embody this rebirth that is at offer right now. Now, with this partial solar eclipse, there's now the eclipse portal that is opening all the way until November the 7th or 8th with the total lunar eclipse. So that's when then the gateway closed. So everything that's happening right now in between October 25th to November the 7th, 8th is truly about that rebirth that is unfolding. So truly a powerful time. And I hope with this video, it will give you some insights on how you can really make the most out of this powerful eclipse gateway that we're in right now, because it's truly powerful with this rebirth that is happening. So let me share with you those key things, the 5 key things to know about this eclipse before we then move into the light language. The first key thing is that you're truly being reborn to the more awakened soul that you are. Think of it like that. Your soul has been kind of sleeping. It's been in a deep slumber all this time, and now it's being reawoken. It's being reawoken from that long slumber. So you will then really realize that a lot is shifting. You may have already noticed something like leading up to the new moon, the partial solar eclipse, that a lot is shifting within you. Maybe you're already feeling like that inner waking up already. Maybe you're feeling like you're sitting up a little taller than before. But now this partial solar eclipse is truly giving you that opportunity for that inner rebirth, to really being reborn, being reawoken from your deep slumber, so to speak. Then the second piece here is that old memories are coming to the surface as well. So you're starting to remember more of who you are at soul level, why you're here, what is your soul's maybe origin even, and also what your soul has come here to do. You may even have insights about past lives, past incarnations that are now also coming to the forefront. So a lot of remembering can happen now because of this partial solar eclipse, that you may even want to write things down as well. And if you want to get more clarity, if you really want to learn who you are at soul level, where your soul has come from, what you're here to do, then I want to invite you to check out my Soul Remembrance Akashic Record Reading Bundle, where I give you insights, a written report of insights about who you are at soul level, what your soul has come here to do, and those things, even your soul's origin and your soul's name. And there's also an activation included as well, your soul song activation, really activating your soul's origin, the knowledge within you as well. So if that's of interest to you, link is in the description below if you want to get more clarity about who you are at soul level and to really remember. But even though with this partial solar eclipse, you will start to remember as well. Maybe it's just not, you may not have all the context to it. That's why I want to suggest check out my reading if you want to get the whole context of more insights, but you will remember more. So here, like I said, have your journal handy, because you may get so many insights that you may want to write them down so you can review them later so you won't forget. Now, the beautiful thing about that too is that as you're then learning about or having those insights about past lives, that can also give you opportunities for deeper healing and releasing if you're becoming aware of certain lifetimes where you didn't really have a really good experience as it relates to you moving forward. So then here you can do some past life healing, inner child healing maybe, and things like that. So, become aware of the things that are coming to the surface, because that will truly give you insights into also how to move forward. Which brings me to the third piece here is that, with that rebirth, you're also gaining greater insights, gaining those greater insights into so many different areas of your life, of maybe where you're holding yourself back, what is out of alignment, what is simply misaligned, what have you been holding on to that is maybe outdated, and things like that. And here the invitation is to really tune in, take time out, tune in, and just connect with that. Connect with the energy of the partial solar eclipse, the new moon that is happening on the same day. Just allow the insights to basically bubble up, really open yourself up for it. Here I want to invite you to not judge whatever is coming up, but to welcome in the insights, because even if you're getting insights about things that are not so appealing to you, maybe they're even a little painful, write them down. because I truly believe that whatever comes to the surface comes to the surface for a reason. It requires acknowledgement, and then maybe something that you can do something with that. If it requires healing, that you do healing. If it requires you just saying, well, I'm done with that, then that. Or just even insights into your path moving forward. But greater insights are now actually forthcoming because of that rebirth, where you get that insights, like I said, about who you are, your soul, your path, any things that are misaligned and things like that. So just allow it to come through. Allow yourself to remember who you are. Remember more of what you're here to do. And I also want to invite, check out a video about aligning yourself to your soul's highest path and living a heart-centered life, or heart-centered, soul-aligned life. Link is in the description below, where I share some tips on how you can really do that. Now, the fourth piece I want you to know is that now this can feel quite overwhelming and even challenging, because the force behind this discovery can be overwhelming. I mean, if you're thinking like you're remembering all these things, you're realizing all these things, you're having all these glimpses, the insights, and especially if you're really making space and time for you to go within and to really allow this remembrance, this rebirth to take place, it can feel very overwhelming. It can feel very challenging, and it may stretch you in ways you've never been stretched before. Here, I just want to invite you, instead of resisting it, breathe through the discomfort, like really lean into it. Because if you put the knowledge behind it, well, this is happening for a reason. That, I mean, if we're talking rebirth, just birth in general, I mean, if you think about it, it sounds very painful, right? If you've ever had a child, you know, bringing a child into the world was very painful. And that's kind of what this is right now, right? Because you're being reborn. So you kind of have to merge into this new version of you. And it can be painful, more on an internal level, though not physical level. But if it's uncomfortable for you, just do a little bit more journaling, do a little bit more meditation, breathe through that discomfort. Just know that it is happening for a reason, and you are absolutely able and capable and ready and able to really go through this. That at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the light, at the end of this rebirth, you will come out a much better version of yourself, a more awakened, a more centered, a more aligned, a more transformed, a more, you will have grown, and just focus on that. You will be able to make it through this. But the more time you can really spend, and like I said, this activation will also assist you in releasing any of that discomfort. So you may even want to save this video to your watch later list, so you can come back to it again, especially on or around the partial solar eclipse, the new moon, and even later, as we're going through this, this eclipse gateway. This is not just happening on one day, but this is happening now for the entire period of this eclipse gateway. This rebirth is happening. It's not just one day and then you're being reborn. We're talking about these next couple of weeks, right? So come back to this video, re-listen to the activation whenever you're feeling really challenged with this rebirth that is really happening right now. And you see, the thing is, everyone is being reborn. Everyone is being activated to that. Just some people, they're more aware of it and they're handling it better than others. But you already have an advantage because you are becoming aware of it right now through this video. So just make the most out of it. Lean into that. Allow it, and just breathe through any discomfort. Like I said, it may be uncomfortable. It may be overwhelming for you because there's just so much force behind it that you're really being activated to be reborn, to remember. But this can cause some discomfort. Then the fifth and final piece here before we move into light language is that ideas are now flooding in too, because as you're being reborn and realizing what your soul is coming to do, well, you got to do something, right, to move forward. So these ideas are now also forthcoming. Ideas of what you may do, what you may start, what you may shift. Things you may want to call forth, things you may desire that you weren't aware of, even elevated desires as well. And here also, you may want to write them down so you won't forget, so you won't miss anything. And anything and everything is possible. Whatever comes to the surface, don't disregard it. Even if it seems insignificant, still write it down. Review your ideas then later. Review what you've written down later. And then from there, you can decide, okay, what do I want to start with? Because you may get a whole lot of ideas. It doesn't mean that you have to act upon each and every one of them. your guides, your soul, they want to give you choices. They want to give you opportunities, right? And it's up to you to then decide, well, which one of those ideas, those insights, do I feel called to take on first? You can always do the other stuff later, but just go with the one that feels most in alignment with you right now. Now, these ideas most likely will stretch you because you are meant to step outside of your comfort zone as the more awakened, more empowered version of you. So write down your ideas, then tune in to see which one do you want to act upon first, and then act upon. Don't just write them down and put them aside and just wait that one day the universe is just going to deliver to you, but act upon it. It's about co-creating those next steps for you, co-creating that future for you. So you want to act upon the guidance that you receive. Take those steps, even if it's just a small step. Okay, so let's move into the light language so we can really bring it all home and activate that inner rebirth for you so you can really allow this to unfold. So if you can please put both feet on the ground, get centered, just take a deep breath in and breathe in light and love. And as you're breathing out, just drop into your heart and then close your eyes. Let go of anything and everything that doesn't need to be here, that's not serving you. Let it all go. Now, you may call upon your team of guides, your soul, your angels, your higher self to assist you in this, to prepare you for this. As I now too call upon the highest and best, most loving guides, archangels, ascended masters, guides of the season, and beings of light that can best support us now in this solar eclipse activation. Please uplift us and prepare us for this as it is to our highest and greatest good. And we ask for divine assistance and please opening us up to this rebirth of our soul. Help us remember the things that we're now ready to remember. Help us embody and embrace that we're now ready for as we're now being internally reborn. Please heal and release all negative attachments, ties to past lives, ancestral ties that we're now ready to release and let go of. Please collapse any and all timelines where we lived in amnesia, not remembering who we are. And please activate within our inner knowing, our inner insight, and inner desire to truly know ourselves once again. Please show us what lays ahead. Show us our higher path moving forward. Please offer us insights into what our soul has come here to do, what we're now ready to uncover and realize and embody and step into. And please infuse us with strength, with confidence, courage, and the inner knowing to allow this rebirth as a time for our embodiment of our awakening soul is now here. And so it is. Kurach lenach te est urah. Tara'ilach telen a est urach te. Tu urach ta'inach te ehe. Tu urach tele enai tur'ana. Nes tur'a en are urasht. Elachatene stur'a. Ten alek ta'i ur'a inata. Nu ura'achte en alena turastarahi estara inar il urahtaran ehe. Nurastara turu ela ne kur ashte tur anelek tena alehele ahi tur ushta turushtara aneheta elahan itur en aheta nu ura anela alehe est ura nu ura hate ena alena asturu tera ahlehe ehekta a enara asturu utara anele eleheta tur ne est asht ta'achte ehi tur an est urahate ele enaa tur anne est tur a ilanakta a ura nur anne est tur a ina ast ehetu uhu na ahal ela hai ura ane ela le ikta ane iktu ura isht ura hate nara le na ne ust an ehe ta an utara an ehe turastara alena ela han ehe estur a ihita tarahate ne ela a estur usta a nalakata ane kur ahi utana a tarahate edakate elur a istara a tur anele elehe e tur ahe e tur ahate ehe nur anna a inar a isturu nur anna e ku ust ehe eta nu ula ha ela anele a I urastara a ila a tara ane ehe urana lalena alekutu ura a I tara aha nur hanne estara aha ukane ale estara aha erahatene iktu ura anele eta tura anakata a I turu ula anele ila astara a tura ane heta aha esturuh ane ektu ur a il ahle nura ane estara a ehe tarahane edakte enura a ishtura ane ela anestu kata a estara ane etara a tur ahane ehe etur ura aha lena lakatela ilura a itara astara ashtana a tarahane ela a irura a hela arana kate ela a tura hane estura ane tara ai turu tara ane ehe nur anna lane ela hate ehe tura ane ela a inur ustara ane estra ta ane kete ela hane irura a ilan ale alane le etur ura a tura a he e inara a isturu uhu rahane lane e ura hata. Allow yourself to now remember who you are. Remember who you are at soul level. Remember your soul's origin. Taranakata alekete urush tarahatelekte a inur ulaha. Lekrahate inura astra a ira ahane elura a tara anna ale elehe turu ura ata ana turu unna a ahate ehe. We also activate within you now your divine soul's gift, so you may embody them, remember them, recognize them within you, and then embrace them. Embrace them as they are yours to use for the greater good of all life forms, of yourself, of humanity. Turush tara ane estara ai tara lakahan ela ainuru rahane estara hanne ehe turu ula hate ehe tarana alena ai ayur ai strashta turukdu ula nakata ane kete elaina ra ai uraha ra ane elen alehe tu uruhu. We now activate within your heart center the seat of your soul, the pearl of remembrance. This pearl holds your soul's DNA, your soul's code, your soul's name, anything that your soul requires to know at this time. Placing this within your heart center, infusing it therein. Tarashturana kate elaina a ituru urahata. Kurachne stushta. Activating that within you. So you may start remembering more and more. Ra'ahi turu urahta ane. Esturu ulana a irasta. Astarana ishtur a ina. Ena aira esturu taranna lakate esturu ushta. Now you may take a deep breath in to anchor in that what has been given to you just now. Anchor it into your being. Allow it to fill you up from within, filling every inch of your being from the inside out, enveloping you with a new code of frequency. Allow it to unfold. Allow it to take place. And so it is, and it is done. You may take another deep breath in and let it just settle for a moment. Let it settle what just happened, the activation you have been just given. And when you're ready, you may open up your eyes again and come back into the here and now. What a beautiful activation. I definitely could feel that inner waking up in the beginning, where it's really being pulled up from deep within me. Now, I want to invite you, for one, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video so far, if you enjoyed this activation, and also maybe share below your experience. What did you experience? What did you see? What did you feel? Did you notice somewhat of an inner activation? Did you maybe get some insights into your soul's origin, what your soul is coming to do? Do you maybe now starting to remember a little bit more? Now, this activation, it was activated within you. Now, this will still take some time for it to finish, to really activate within you. You may have already gotten some glimpses, but it may also still take a little bit while longer for it to really activate fully within you. It has been activated, but it may still take a little while for it to really settle within you. Now, the guides are still working in the background to really assist you in this. So just give it some time, give it some time to integrate and to really activate, but you have definitely been activated now. But now the way you can make the most out of this powerful partial solar eclipse activation and the solar eclipse on the 25th, combined with the new moon on the 25th, as well as just if you can, be out in nature. Go out there, meditate, journal, connect with Mother Earth, contemplate about what is coming to the surface. Like really, it's a time to go within. Out of all these full moons, new moons, and eclipses and whatnot, I truly believe this is the most powerful one right now, where it's truly a call to go within, to allow this rebirth, this remembrance to take place. Now, I have another video coming out about the new moon. Definitely be sure to be out for the lookout for that, as I talk more about the new moon in a separate video. But take some time out to just be with yourself, be in silence, meditate more, to allow whatever is coming to the surface, whatever is wanting to come to the surface, allow it to unfold. Write the things down, write your insights down, write the ideas down, write the things that you're remembering, write it all down. This is truly a powerful time for you to go within. And also nurture yourself in the process. Because like I said, it may be challenging. It may be uncomfortable with all the stuff that is coming to the surface. Now, the more you really lean into that, what is happening right now, the more uncomfortable it may be, depending on how resistant you are, if you want to uncover these things, or just what you're uncovering. So just be gentle with yourself. That's like the best thing that you can do for yourself right now with this partial solar eclipse, the gateway that we're stepping through right now, for really that rebirth to unfold within. And as I mentioned before, if you truly want to get a little bit more insights into who you are at soul level, check out my Akashic record reading, the soul remembrance reading. It's truly a powerful reading to give you those insights, to activate you even more, to also have it in writing, the whole big context of things read in bits and pieces. So if that's of interest to you, link is in the description below. Check it out. I would be honored to give you a reading. So thanks so much for being here. Be sure to check out this next video here about aligning yourself to your soul's higher path and living a heart-centered life. I think you're going to love it. Until next time, make an amazingly abundant, successful day. Namaste.